Lord, it's Valentine's season again, especially for the younger generation. But actually, Valentine is not just meant for only the youths, it's meant for everybody. Remember, the Valentine is a name, actually the name of a Roman Catholic Reverend Father, a priest that lived in the 3rd century of the Christian era. And then under the Roman Emperor Claudius II, he was a pagan Roman emperor who was concerned about Rome, and they were fighting a lot of wars, and he never wanted any soldier to be married to any woman, because those who were married were not supposed to go to war. They're not supposed to go for battle. So he prevented them from getting married. But Reverend Father Valentine believed that people should be allowed to express their love for one another. And so he was secretly wedding those young men that were in love with their heartthrobs. And then so he was discovered, and then he was caught and arrested and imprisoned. He was being tortured. And when he was put in prison, this Reverend Father was still, Valentine was so compassionate. He was taking care of the prisoners. And then the jailer had a blind daughter. The Reverend Father was caring for the jailer's daughter also. Invariably, the jailer's daughter became healed. She recovered her sight, and she was very happy. He became a friend to the Reverend Father, and incidentally, the Reverend Father was sentenced and was executed on the 14th of February 270. And before his execution, he wrote a letter to the jailer's daughter, signed, "Your Valentine." This is the beginning of the idea of Valentine. About 200 years later, in Rome, Rome had become Christian, and there was a Pope Galatius I. He wanted to stamp out all pagan practices in Rome, because up to this point in time, there was a festival to usher in the spring in Rome, fertility festival, usually in the second half of February. And then this fertility festival involved the pairing up of men and women by lot. And it was sinful, it was ungodly, and it was very popular. But this Pope Galatius I decided to replace the remembrance of St. Valentine with that festival. And today, actually, in the Catholic calendar, the St. Valentine has replaced the Roman feast festival. Many Christians don't believe in Valentine because they believe that it's a pagan festival. But no, it was a pagan festival that had been celebrated then. But this Pope specially successfully removed the pagan festival and replaced it with the remembrance of St. Valentine for what he did. But today in our generation, people don't even remember that. They just only see it as Lovers' Day. But in your celebration, remember that as a child of God, remember Romans chapter 8, verse 13. For if you live after the flesh, you shall die. But if you, through the Spirit, do mortify the deeds of the body, you shall live. So we should not only be carnal-minded. In verse 7 of Romans chapter 8, it says, because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither can it be. Then Colossians chapter 3, verses 5 and 6, 8 to 10, mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. For which things' sake the wrath of God cometh upon the children of disobedience. But now you also put off all this anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. Lie not one to another, saying that ye have put off the old man with his deeds, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge, after the image of life of Christ, with whom you have to do. As children of God, let your Valentine celebration not be carnal. Let it not be fleshly. Do not mortgage your Christianity for a pleasure, a few minutes of pleasure. through fornication, through lust, through inordinate affection. No, that is not Valentine. Priest Valentine was kind-hearted. He did good. Now, use of Valentine period, yes. Valentine, yes. Valentine period, do good. Let it be known that, yes, affection, yes, that's what people know it for now. Love, affection, appreciation. You can appreciate those you love. It could be your family members. It could be your friends. It could be your fiancé if you are engaged. But let there be no sin. Let there be no immorality. You are a child of God. Be a child of God indeed. Please God in your relationship. Where people say Happy Valentine, they share roses, they share flowers. But please, do it to the glory and honor of God, and it will surely be well with you. Don't be an enemy of God by gratifying the lusts of the flesh, the deeds of the flesh, but by glorifying God, the Almighty Heavenly Father, and it will surely be well with you. This is it. Maranatha.